This is just 7-1. We'll just wait for 2 more minutes. We'll start. Very good evening, sir. Sir, very good evening. Where, sir? Very good evening. Sir, phone ta mute re achi bodhe. Mr. Prakash Naik is there. Banani Acharya, Manoj Mahanti, sir. Dilip Chaudhary, sir. That's wonderful.
Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Who's saying Niloma? Please mute.
No. Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Hi. Who's this? Banani? Banani.
Banani here.
Hi,
I'm also
Banani.
connecting from Bhubaneswar.
Areva. That's so wonderful. That's so nice. That's so nice. We'll just wait for 2 more minutes. This is 19.3. Actually, we should not waste our time. There's a lot of things to discuss. Um, so, Om Prakash, shall we start? Om Prakash?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Start, ma'am. Yes,
We'll
ma'am.
start. Okay. Very good evening, everyone. Let me wish everyone a happy Saraswati Puja. Let Ma Saraswati bless each and every one here in entire earth to get wisdom, knowledge, and get the power to move ahead with all the mighty in their hand. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to Odisha Corporate Foundation that today we got a chance to meet a young lady who's really dynamic and doing a wonderful thing. And it's simply on, we can't imagine that. The whole world is talking about AI, and our such a young talent from Odisha is doing wonder here. This entire conversation will be recorded and it will be sent in YouTube. So I want all of you to participate with good knowledge and all, so that we can discuss this further also. So here today we have Miss Svetlina Barik, though she is a Odia, but born and brought up in Mumbai, Maharashtra. At the moment, also she is there, but here there's a long big profile about her. I'll just tell in a very briefly. While talking about her, while she tells about her endeavors, then we can come to know where she has already gone through during these 7 years of professional career. So she is the CEO of Visa Architect TerraBridge AI, where she leads strategic immigration, innovation, global mobility solutions, and AI-driven transformation in the legal tech space. She is currently leading a team of 80 plus professionals across the globe and manage several international partnerships allowing to operate and scale and deliver meaningful cross-border impact. And actually she is working in high court and supreme court. So here we have a wonderful legal expert on immigration, but AI टेक्नोलॉजी इसमें क्या करता है, कैसे वो हेल्प में आते हैं, that we are going to hear from Svetlina now. So over to Svetlina, and please enlighten us about your path journey and how it's going to help everyone, and about this particular field, why you have chosen this. Thank you so much. Over to you, Svetlina.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing me in an amazing manner. I am glad and very grateful. I would like to introduce myself like in few lines. I am born in Rourkela and I've brought up in the plateau of Madhya Pradesh, that is in Ujjain and Indore. And I completed my whole course of journey of academics in Indore itself. And now I stay with my parents in Nagpur, and I keep traveling Nagpur, Bombay, and South Belt. So my vision taking up in the terms of how the AI is helpful in understanding the legal segment is very different and very strategic. The work that I do involves a lot of strategic implementation. So in moving time, with the course of time, I'll explain how I looking on my journey and how AI has evolved a lot in the legal segment. But Om, would you like to give me the access to share my screen, because I've prepared a PPT that I would like to share and explain everyone that how it works.
All right. All right. Om Prakash will connect immediately. We'll see.
ऑलरेडी
That's
ऑलरेडी
wonderful. Hmm.
एसेस कर दिया हूँ हाँ
Okay, thank you. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen. Okay, is this visible?
यस
Yeah,
मैम यस
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So today I'm going to discuss about the borders don't define women, but strategy does. As far as I studied in India, but I always has the aspiration to work cross border. And there is, like me, there are a lot of women who wanted to like grow cross border, and we have to plan it. So many times it is like in the mind that, hey, how would I just go? How would I cross a lot of junctures to start working globally, and many of the things that I have always heard about how to just kickstart the career. So basically I designed this topic to ensure that I can explain that how my journey resonates and how one can strategically develop their career into the global platform. So I will just introduce myself like in a very short way that how AI is actually involved in the segment of the work that I do. So I basically do enhancement of the profiles and profile building for the people who are in the you can say in the already in the United States, having already like on a H1B segments or any other visas, and they are expecting to live or stay or reside in the United States for a longer term goal. And here, where my expertise comes in, we can definitely strategize their career segments, people who are like a longer in terms of 15 years of experience and 20 years of experience, and they would like to like stay in the United States or reside because they have a family that they have already been into. So AI helps them to understand that, okay, if they are actually approaching for different kind of green card pathways, how the AI can really help them to understand where they currently stand in their green card pathway and how they can navigate more to upscale their career or upscale their profiles so that they can meet the expectations of the USCIS. So USCIS is an authority where who passes there's a checkpoint where you have to like apply for your green cards or your petitions or applications, and like in India we have courts. Likewise, it's there in the US it's USCIS. I'm just giving a very surface level example to make it more clearer and simpler. And moving on, it's like moreover it's like it's very important that your intent to intent to work is important. So if you already decided that, okay, I'm going to become an engineer or I'm going to become XYZ in the career, so you have to go and first understand that how I can start it, how should be the kickstart of my career, what should be the step one, what should be the step two. And it requires a lot of planning, but just not planning, it also need a lot of involvement of your patience, of your decision making power, of your resilience. There is a lot of things that is needed when you actually set up and start defining your career, that how it needs to be. Because when you believe that, okay, I can go cross border and deal with the global platforms, or wanted to make my career globally, then there are additional, steps that needs to be taken up or taken care. Unless it's just you want to like, unless you just wanted to step inside your domain. So it takes a lot and lot of things to actually counterpart, to think about it, to step back, rethink, investigate, and move ahead likely. So let's start with a small story where I feel like how, like me, many women resonate the same part. So many women begin their global journey believing the borders decide their future, because there are immigration process, there are family, there are, personal life, and etc. Then where they can work, how far they can grow, and when they must pause. So these are very important juncture in a woman's life, and it is also very much important to take care, because it's not just about career, it's also about how you build yourself, how you put yourself together, and how you would like to move ahead in your life. So everything is like interlinked, and we need to be very coherent in terms of understanding how we are going to proceed. So over the time, we learned that fundamental truth that borders don't define potential, lack of strategy does. If we know that, okay, where to pause, where to kickstart, where to choose, where to let go, then life becomes very, very easy over here. The question isn't whether you can cross borders, the question is whether you are ready to design the journey on your own terms. A lot of time sacrifice is needed, a lot of time bold decisions are needed, and a lot of time a pushback is needed. A lot of time you step back and rethink about your decisions needed. So these are the part of the journey that I have always gone through since long, that I have chosen this path. And I believe that this resonates with almost every women who are working in the same segment. Now, when we think about it, we should start also planning the process. So once a set of mind comes, okay, I want to do this, I wanted to go with this. So after that, I believe that planning is very must. So the reactive path is moving countries because of opportunity, marriage, or necessity, often reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. So yeah, we do plan, like, okay, I'm planning to get married, and my husband works in the United States, or in Canada, or in Germany, or in Australia. And then because of the marriage, we are going, and because of that, we are like shifting from one country to another. But with that, we also have to think like, okay, we also need to plan how we set up there. So that planning is very important, just not relocation. So the intentional shift, that what I was talking about in my previous segment, that intentional shift is needed, a strategy is needed and needed to be developed. Opportunities may come, but how to be opt, how to be taken up is very, very important. The real transformation happens when mobility becomes strategic, when decisions are driven by long term vision rather than short term urgency. So in life, I have always like been into a part where, okay, we take decisions like very quickly in a short term notice, but it's very important that we also see a long game from now onwards, so that we develop the strategic output, sorry, we develop the strategic input, so that we can get a proper output of it. So strategy transforms uncertainty into ownership. It's the difference between following the circumstances and creating your own path forward. Now, there are some basic pause or segments that I have seen in a women's life that comes in, and I definitely wanted to bring this up, because these are actually not gaps, but we can leverage these gaps. I have been working with many founders, previously, many women entrepreneurs previously, and I have seen that how beautifully they leverage the gaps and how we can learn from them. And it's commendable to say that it's beautifully captured in their career and journey. So career breaks do happen because of some of the interruptions. Like, I'll give you my example over here. Back in 2020, 2021, I was also going through a very very breakdown period of time of mine, where I was not doing well health wise. And that moment I decided that, okay, when you are not good with health, you won't be also okay to work, because health reflects your mental segments, mental mindset, and everything. Actually, health is everything. So how you can like actually evaluate this and change into the leverage of let's it's important to prioritize your health, but it's also important to prioritize your career. At that point of time, I decided that, okay, I will be working for, like, I will be learning the law. I will be understanding the immigration, and I would like to work cross border. I would like to deliver the services to the cross border, and would like to understand that how I can leverage my knowledge to the other countries that are like actually needing also. Now, dependent status, many a times people get married and they are dependent on the status of their spouse. And sometimes in immigration, it usually happens you get approved or you get denial. So your dependent status or approval depends upon the part that, okay, whether I will be inside the country or outside the country. So that waiting time period is quite a time where you keep thinking about what is the next now. So on those situations also, you could be able to do a lot of things. Like, you can do a freelancing job where you are like good with it, or you can do a lot of other mentorship platforms where you can use those timelines to improve your personality, your character. Plus, you can leverage that time as well to develop yourself. Learning is something which is throughout the life. We are students, and we will keep learning forever, whether we reach to any part of our career. That is what I think. And we keep learning, we keep understanding, and we keep moving ahead like that way. Okay, and now non-linear paths, perceived as lack of focus. Many times we also lacks the focus in the meantime. On those aspects, um, we can definitely I think over here we need to set back and rethink, re-strategize, and come back again. It is a part of the journey where we cannot focus because of a lot of personal stuffs or other commitments that comes up. So we need to understand it. Over here, I think internal alignment with the outward action takes a very vital role, and one should understand this path, this particular concept in a very beginning of their in the very beginning of their planning, when they understand that they want to go for the cross border. Now, strategic leverage, evidence of resilience and global relevance. Okay, now this is something very different for different careers. We have different global networking platforms where you I feel that one should be very active to understand and to resonate and to go ahead with that. With the right legal and professional framing, these experiences become powerful evidence of leadership, adaptability, and cross cultural expertise. It's not about what happened, it's about how you frame it. So, in total, there will always be a immigration complexity. There will always be a immigration question coming up. There will always be the personal reasons coming up, your own ideas, how you wanted to go or how you wanted to do. On all those segments, we can really strategize it very tactfully to make sure that we are meeting the goal that we have set it for ourselves. um Now, this is the biggest part where I feel that the ownership of oneself comes in. That is the claiming ownership of your own narrative. Everybody has their own narrative. If I ask someone who is already ambitious, wanted to do this, that, etc. In those platforms, everybody own a narration for them. Like when I was very young, I was being asked by my parents, what do you want to be? I always wanted to serve people at utmost. And I was not aware about it, okay, what I'm saying, when I was very young, but I know for a fact that I want to do this. So I have a purpose from the beginning itself, that okay, I want to serve people. But how and when and where it came to the picture, when I started developing my career, when I started counseling that where I belong to and how I can do it. So this narration comes a lot of comes into a picture where you have to owe it. You cannot give your own narration to somebody and say that okay, I want to do this. So many women enter immigration systems through someone else's status as dependents, accompanying spouses, or secondary applicants. Strategy is what allows you to step forward as the principal applicant, recognized for your own expertise, contributions, and impact. This shift isn't just legal, it's psychological. It's the moment you stop being defined by someone else's visa and start building your own foundation. It's all about you. It's about your own story. It's about how you want it to be looked out, how you own, and how you become the one. Now, how to build this up, because it's global. We are living in a in an era where we see that everything is internet, web, Instagram, social media, and everything. It's very easy to float a lot of things. So we have ways how we can like actually stable and get into that situation. We can have a lot of publications if you are in a particular field, like say legal lines or law line, or you can say if you are in a line where it is you are journalist, or you are in a league, or you are in a leadership line. So there are many segments that you can push yourself in doing some kind of publications on your name, keep writing about it, keep speaking about in the platforms where you can like actually make people aware about what you are doing, what do you want to step up in. And recognition definitely it comes with a timeline. When you keep achieving, you keep doing, it needs a lot of hard work, determination, discipline, resilience to come back, sacrifices, and a lot of things. And definitely a leader, when you are just managing a lot of people around you, when you are able to understand what is the next steps and how to do it, leadership plays a very vital role. I believe personally that leadership is a lifestyle, it's not a title. So this is a segment where one can build and introspect how they can move ahead in such four segments. A role can change, an employer can change, a country can change, but a strong professional narrative travels with you. So this is your travel guide. Whatever you go, wherever you go, you carry this with you. Whenever your reputation precedes you, through thought leadership, visible contributions, and recognized expertise, you create mobility that isn't tied to one place or one sponsor. So now it's also important that you are also choosing sustainability, not just speed. That's my style always. So a lot of people choose speed over anything, but I feel like you should be steady. Stillness should flow in your journey, in your thought process, and you go slowly, slowly, not very slowly, but also you cannot rush things. So the fast option, immediate assess, limited flexibility. The strategic option allows independence and growth over time. The long term freedom, true mobility built on strong foundations. The fastest pathway is not always the strongest one. We have to understand this fact that we always jump on like okay, I want the fastest thing to do, but fastest thing is not the always the right thing, not the always the strongest thing. We have to understand what is the durability of my situation and how we can move ahead. So true mobility comes from choosing options that allow flexibility, independence, and career growth, not just immediate access. So I always say that Taj Mahal was not built in one day. Why we love Taj Mahal, we all know. So you have to understand that concept and build the career, because it is your career. It is everything. It's yours. It's something that is very precious that you are building, and you should be building bit by bit, step by step, layer by layer. Now, understanding the rules, changing the power dynamics. Yes, there always the timelines, always the risk involved, always multiple options. We get confused, definitely. We have one, two, three, four, six options. Okay, which one to choose? We have risk involved. Okay, for a woman, it's marriage, biological clock, marriage clock, responsibilities clock. So that is very important how you navigate stuffs, how you strategy. That's why the whole concept is with all kind of risk, with all kind of timelines, you can still strategize and go the best way. So when women understand how immigration system actually work, they move from uncertainty to confidence. Uncertainty lies when you do not when you're not aware about it. Confidence lies when you're aware about it. So the most important part is not knowing yourself, knowing about the things, and uh, make yourself aware about it. Knowledge is the difference between feeling trapped by the system and knowing how to work within it strategically. Clarity turns fear into choice, and choice is where power begins. So it's very important that your clarity is over chaos, and you can able to understand what my next steps. When you understand this part, you will also be able to understand that okay, this is the understanding of mine, and what would be the next impact of it. If there is an uncertainty, how I can assess it. If there is an uncertainty, how the risk can be taken up into an opportunity. If XYZ situation comes in, what should be my reaction and what should be my steps? This can only be possible when you are aware about the system properly. Now, mobility as a long-term blueprint. So today's foundation is the benchmark, or you can say the first step, which takes a longer time to set up. It needs to be set up in a very, in a very determined, devoted manner. Once the foundation is set up, everything is clean. Like you can just build the empire on it. But if the foundation is not correct, then there will always be a problem. So building credentials, visibility, and professional positioning, near term moves, strategic decisions that open doors while maintaining flexibility, long term vision, creating options 5 and 10 years from now on. I always have this vision also, and I encourage that you must know what is the next 5 year term goal plan, how you are going to proceed. It can never be like for a 6 month or a year, but you must have a long term vision where you are reaching from now to next 5 years. Now, sustainable freedom, the ability to choose where you live, how you work, and who you become. Global careers are built in phases. Strategy connects today's decision with where you want to be in the future. No single move defines you, the blueprint does. Indeed, it's not an overnight task. It's not, because it's layered, it's brick by brick. It's your diligence, it's your hard work, it's your devotion, it's your determination, it's your discipline, and these are built in a longer term, and it takes a lot of time, and it is like it's the most precious things in life. There is no replacement of any of them. Now, redefining success beyond borders, not just access, true freedom built together. The goal isn't simply crossing borders or obtaining visas. The freedom to choose where you live, how you work, and who you become. Behind every successful journey is a network of advisors, mentors, and allies. To be very honest, I believe in all of these three. It's not about just obtaining visa. It's also about how you want it to feel after that. What is the freedom? How to choose where you live, how you work, and how you become. Becoming a solid human being is everybody's concept, and the main objective of life, and how you wanted to how you see yourself in the next 10 years is the most important part. And definitely, to structure all these things, you need best, and you need successful journeys. You need good advisors, you need mentors, you need allies, and these are very important. They play a very major and important part because they guide you, they mentor you, they make you understand what to be done, what not to be done, how you can see and how you can set up. So advisors, mentors, and allies plays a lot of a major role in anybody's global careers. And I really feel thankful, and we should always be thankful for our mentors and allies who has been helping us and supporting us throughout. Strategy is what makes freedom possible. No one builds this alone, but everyone deserves to own their narrative. So now I come with some kind of real impact stories that I have been working. This is two case studies. So from a dependent to driver, a global identity forge. So Maria, a talent software architect, initially relocated to Berlin on her husband's dependent visa. Feeling her career stagnant, she developed a strategic plan to highlight her specialized skills. This led her to independently secure an O1 visa in the United States, validating her professional standing and opening doors to leadership role she previously thought unreachable. So O1 visa is a talent visa. This is called extraordinary visa, extraordinary ability, and there is a way and strategic connection to reach out. In the O1 visa deals with out of the 8 categories. You can start building your profile, enhancing your career, and moving ahead towards the O1 in a term of how you can strategize it and then apply for it so you can reach out the destination that you have prepared for yourself. Likewise, Dr. Anya, a medical researcher, leverage her extension publications and speaking engagements to build a professional identity that transcends border. When relocation to Canada, her recognized expertise allowed her to secure an independent work permit, showcasing that a strong personal brand is the ultimate passport. So here it is. At the end, I would like to conclude that your expertise is your passport, and your strategy is your roadmap. Step beyond perceived limitations and intentionally build a life and career without borders. The world is ready for your leadership, and but the choice is always yours. This is what I perceived from all of it. If you have any kind of questions for me, please feel free to ask me. I'm more than happy to respond. Oh, ma'am, you are actually on mute.
It was so wonderful to hear from you, Svetlina, dear, because looking at the current scenario in global unrest, mentors like you, advisors, allies like you, definitely will help the professionals to go ahead in their strategic lines. the so many slides, it shows that how strategically you give inputs and get outputs, and and at the end of the day, like, determination of the person decides everything. So it is definitely, we had 10 participants here. I would like to hear something from Banani. Banani, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Kindly ask if you have anything to hear from Setlina.
Yes, yes. It was a very quite, informative session
Yeah.
today. And I would like to ask one question. Like, in your it's an AI company?
Yeah, it's a AI tech based company. It's a blend of how we navigate the AI into the case strategic development. So, for example, if somebody, I give you a hypothetical example. If somebody is coming into the, staying in the United States or wanted to go for a cross border global profession, and they wanted to understand where do we stand at this point of time, how what to do, majorly what to do more things to develop the career cross border. The AI tool really helps to understand where they can stand and what where they do stand, what needs to be built up, how to perceive it, and then the strategy comes into the picture with a blend that what are the next future steps to do, and then we can move ahead accordingly strategically, that okay, these are the action items, these are the timelines, these are the expectations, and then we move ahead accordingly.
Very new and very fantastic. Really interesting to know that, it's a very new domain, I guess you have figured out altogether.
Definitely, yes. It's something that we were doing all these like manually previously, but now we are moreover into AI is like a part of our life now. We cannot say that no, we are not living in AI era. We are living in the AI era, and we eat, sleep, drink AI now, and we are going to like be with AI in the next coming whole life, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So we need to also inculcate AI into our life, but very strategically again, uh, and in a way that it helps us in a positive juncture.
Yeah, actually, what Satlina, long back, I was introduced to brain mapping device for student counseling. So, are you doing that kind of thing to figure out like what, which person, which line is suitable to what person, and accordingly you'll guide who
Uh,
suits the jobs?
okay, not exactly, I would say the brain mapping, but I would say that practically whatever they have developed till now, because a
Hmm.
lot of time we go with a certain direction and we actually wanted to change the direction and we don't know how to
Yeah,
start,
exactly,
how to
exactly.
like go this side, that side,
Yeah.
left, right,
Mm, mm,
center. So
mm.
that particular stage is where we help out, okay, which is the right direction, with the help of the AI tool as well, to blend it out, to understand what has been already developed, what needs to be developed, and what can be a strategic solution in the coming a year or a 2 year or 6 months. However, it depends upon case to case, with person to person, how they would like to navigate. Some people does have a timeline option, some people does not have, but we need to like investigate about it, and where the AI comes into the picture completely.
That's wonderful. Can I hear anything from Mr. Manoj Mahanti or Mr. Amit Singh? Are you there online? Mr. Samarendra Mahapatra, are you there? Prakash sir, are you there? Do you want to say something?
Yes,
Thanks,
yes,
ma'am. Sorry,
yes,
this is
yes.
Amit here.
Hi.
Uh, I was listening into the conversation and some great insights. So thanks for that, Svetlana. And I don't have any specific comments, but love to see this the clarity of thought that you have expressed here. Thank you.
Thank you so
Great.
much for listening to me and understanding me.
Yeah, we have the slides. So if at all somebody needs, that can be shared.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Prakash sir, are you there?
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
yes. Namaskar. Yeah,
Namaskar,
yeah.
namaskar, namaskar. Huh.
Yes, yes. No, it is a really, insightful discussion. Svetlana, at such a, young age, she
Yeah.
has visualized everything. Svetlana, I represent OCF, particularly the overseas affair,
Hmm.
and we are, understanding the dynamics of formal workers. Those are
Hmm.
going outside. They may be skilled workers, semi-skilled, on-skilled, but many a times it is understood that when they reach the other country,
Hmm.
say Middle East or say Central Asia or say Southeast Asia, there is a all of a sudden they come across the lingua franca, like language barrier, the
Yes.
culture, the value system, everything. So how do you think? I mean, we are planning to develop some module kind of thing. For example, this pre-orientation departure, pre-departure orientation training kind of thing. Suppose they are going to work in Europe or say Middle East or Southeast Asia. So how this AI tool is going to help these people, Odia first timer, first generation, workers, those are aspiring to start their career in an alien land. I mean, in a other land.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, have you thought of anything? Yeah.
Interesting question. Although it's a very common thing when somebody is cross bordering to another country, they have like this barriers of culture about the mindset, food, dress up, etc., etc. I believe that anything which is stopping you is in your mind. It's not actually stopping you. That's my understanding towards also life. So if I feel like this is a problem, or this is a border, or this is something which is stopping me, it's actually not stopping me, or it's not a limitation. It's in my mind where I have to cross that threshold. So if I'm planning to go to United States or Middle East, India or Asia or anywhere in the country, and I feel like, okay, I'm going there, I don't know what's their language. There is always cultural differences everywhere. The only language that all the human beings do share with each other is a human language, the warmth, the respect, the love of the culture, and how you treat a human being to human being. When it comes to the AI, that how they can help, I believe what best somebody can develop is that navigating all kind of cultures into a system where the how that culture is originated or routed. How, see, like in India, we are like, most of the people are Hindu, right? And it's a like, it's a secular country, and indeed, there are everywhere, like all kinds of religions are respected and performed. But it's like how we navigate is like we respect, love, and give a lot. Likewise, every culture has a history. Likewise, every culture or religion has a kind of a custom which is being performed. So before we go or cross border, we can just understand the culture history. The history always helps to understand and connect with the people, so that once you understand what is there from that side, it's very easy to connect from human to human. So I believe that anybody could come up with the AI tool, like they can just come up with such kind of things where they can navigate, and they can explain the history of the culture very well, so that they understand, blend, and then they can just you know they can just they can just adopt it. That's the goal. That should be the goal.
Swatlina,
Thank you.
do you have any agency here or office here, or can you share your number so that OCF can share this number if anyone wants to go, as Prakash sir said that every year, every month, every day, many people from villages, they come to city, and from city they want to migrate to other countries and all. But at the end of the day, within 2 3 months, they come back. They do not
Hmm.
Yes, yes,
able to adjust. So
yes.
either some cultural difference or food habits difference or something. Only that getting money is the thing that they carry in their mind, and when they come to reality, they feel everything gone. Now they have to come back. So in that case, how they are going to mentally, that what we say in school and colleges, orientation,
Hmm.
or some kind of motivation should be there, that they have to go, they have to adjust, and if they want to earn money, learn something, they have to go through this. So mentally, to be prepared to stay there. So do you have any office here or contact number, can you share, so that people, if they want, they can consult you, they can take
Definitely.
your mentorship, they can take your advice, and they can you can be their advisors, and whatever policy or thing you have, you can discuss with them.
Definitely, I can. I am more than happy to share the office address as well as the phone number, and yeah, I'm more than happy to like switch it out over an email or a on our group, and they can come up anytime or call me, and I can give them consultation. The moreover part is, preparation is very important before you like cross border or you do any kind of big decisions
Exactly.
in life,
Exactly.
because it needs a lot of adjustment from your side, sacrifices as well, and also needs to be understand that how risk needs to be captured in the beginning itself. So a preparation of mindset is there. Okay, this is how it is and how we can capture it. Definitely, I agree with that part, and I'll share the number and details.
First of all, at the moment, definitely, I would say ki people should not go, should stay here in our own country and do good. But There are good opportunities outside, good learning platforms are outside. So every time we see that many people are migrating. So if that is the scenario and AI bringing lot of technologies and strategical policies into this, then definitely people like you are the solution. So kindly share your number, your email ID and your office address, so that in future you whoever can share your number, so that people can take the advantage of this. So can I request Mr. Manoj Mahanti to ask if you have any doubts, or if you have anything to know about this AI strategical thing?
Yes, ma'am. From my name is Manoja Mahanti. I represent Basics Krishi Samriddhi Limited. Undoubtedly, Svetlina Madam has expressed very beautifully the importance of AI, where she has explained that borders doesn't define potential, but potential does. Yes, it is. But when you are talking about the immigration part, migration part, you are talking about how to enhance the portfolio in regard how an organization who is established in India, how this AI will impact the women professional working. You have already explained that yes, what is the importance of AI and what important part, how vital it has become in an individual's life. In contrast to an organization label, how this can be a very impactful tool for women group. Undoubtedly, when we are sitting together and when we are talking in a forum and when we are talking about AI context, definitely we women have been empowered to some extent. But we will be more polished to know that how this tool can impact a woman folk who has taken a ample opportunity, who takes the responsibility of a family, who takes the responsibility of the children, and who are very well efficient to talk in the forum in a broadhead. Then I just want to know how this can be a impactful tool for us, for an organization and for the woman folk as well.
Okay, so very interesting question, and thank you for bringing this up. A few things. Number one, I still believe that we have to learn how to use AI tool. This is a fundamental thing. We all are talking about AI, but fundamentally, I feel like we still do not know how to use it. In a very strategical way, or how to implement the AI tool in our daily life. It's going to help a lot in many terms, because when a responsibility comes, like women who is managing household, children, family, plus they are also managing the work and they are into a leadership profile, what AI brings to the table is amazing. What they bring is management of your whole day. Okay, I'm not talking that my AI tool is going to help you with that. It's a very different juncture in the immigration. But moving to the question that has been asked, how we can actually make things better with the AI tool is our daily schedule can be uh, categorized in a very planned manner. We understand it, how it can be also implemented in our work lifestyle. So educating yourself on AI tools is very important. Now we cannot ignore or avoid, or just say that okay, we can do it, because it is actually helping a lot. So first thing, implementation, and sorry, for the very first thing, educate yourself on AI tool. Number two, how to implement it. So for example, I do take an example, like okay, I have a lot of meetings going on in every day. I have to make sure that I'm talking with my clients, I'm strategizing their cases, I'm also working on their aspects of built like profiling. So how it helps me, like I implement in my daily life and in my work progress. So it helps me to cut down a lot of time that I am doing it. And now the question comes in, like on an institutional level, how you can apply it. We apply in an institutional level. There are a lot of AI tools which will help you to cut down your manual task, but the impact comes in when individually is using it effectively. That helps to maintain a complete different sort of, you can say, planning a potential. Institutionalization comes in when the complete people, or the people who are inside it, are saying or walking or mapping to a one direction. That one direction comes in when education, awareness, and implementation, you can say execution, comes into the picture on a one direction. Then you upscale very high. And it is not one person, it is, if 100 people are there, 100 people needs to work on, like, needs to aware and educate themselves so that they can utilize it, be with it, and walk to a same direction, so that the upscaling part comes in. You grow, your company grow, and things maintained, so you can balance. Actually, it's nothing called even work life balance, it's always a balance that we say. We need to balance everything, because whatever we do, it has a purpose. That is what my understanding on a very, surface level, I can say, can come up with this.
May I add? So I think while we have been talking about AI as a tool, but I think my understanding is that for the first time in human history, the technology has reached a stage where AI is no longer a tool. It has moved from being a tool to an agent. And the
Correct.
difference between a agent and a tool is that humans use the tool, but an agent can act on your behalf. So it can take independent decisions. Now, it's not women specific that I'm talking about, but I think where I see this whole technology evolving is that the entire, not entire, at least a very large portion of what we call as BPO services today are going to become almost redundant. And that is the unfortunate reality, because a lot of the work that we do on the BPO side are pretty much rule based. And anything that is rule based can be acted upon by an AI agent, and they can do it much faster, cheaper, better, in a most cost effective and repetitive fashion. So I think AI technologies should not be thought of as a tool. It is actually increasingly, it's already there, and it is going to become more so as an agent. So it's a human that will be, I mean, it's a non-human agent working on your behalf. And that is going to impact both men and women equally, and very maybe in some there could be some nuances around how it affects women more than men, or men more than women. But that I've not really thought deep and hard about it from a gender perspective. But that's how one should look at it, right? And really, the world is moving towards solutions which are human specified. Today, humans specify, and if you use it as a tool, a human being specifies things and then we code it using any tool that you have, or use it as this productivity enhancement tool for ourselves, right? But I think we are moving towards a world which will be a human, not human specified, but human verified. The work will be done by the machines, and the humans will come in only to verify whether the machine has done whatever it was supposed to do. So I think these are fundamental shifts that we are about to see. And I think this is a space definitely worth watching for everyone. It's not just about familiarizing yourself with these tools, it is way beyond and more impactful, I would say.
Thank you, Mr. Amit. Thank you so much. You also belong to this AI vast technology thing also. That's so wonderful to hear from you also. The time will end, I think, any moment. Just 2-3 minutes left. Satlina has already shared her email ID. So kindly all of you note this, and we can share our doubts, knowledge, for others to carry forward. And then as प्रकाश सर ने बोले हैं कि जो लोग जाना चाहते हैं, जिनको थोड़ा सा बाहर जाने को रहता है और कुछ कुछ डाउट्स होता है, सो वी कैन वेरी वेल शेयर Satlina's number and email ID. And yes, Amit sir, sometimes when you are here in Bhubaneswar, please drop into OCF office will discuss lot of things with you. And I'll request those who were here as participants here, I invite all of them to sometimes visit OCF office and discuss what to be done in future in this particular subject matter. And I am really thankful to Swatlina that she has really taken out time, because since morning she was busy in lot many appointments, meetings and all, but gave time to be with all of us and share her knowledge and her professional background and all that. So thank you so much, Swatlina. God bless you. And please be in touch with OCF office executive, Mr. Om Prakash, and we'll further be talking to you on this. And thank you so much from Odisha Corporate Foundation, that Mr. Manoja Mahanti, Prakash sir, Banani madam, Amit sir, Behra sir, all of them were here and could spare their time to hear from Swatlina also. Thank you so much, and happy Saraswati Puja once again, and namaste, namaskar.
Pranam.
Thank you.
Namaste.